Things are moving fast, but I'm hoping you can tell us how to deal with the Kunad Gate. You said something about entanglements?
Ultimately, Yuito and Kasane have to enter the Kunad Gate and unravel the entanglements. What I'm telling you here is just a concept. The traces interfering with time should look like tangled red threads. According to Togetsu's theory, whenever you jump through time, a dimensional hole like the Kunad Gate is created, but it should then disappear. The reason this hasn't disappeared is because Yuito and Kasane's powers resonated. The Kunad Gate is different from the theorized gates in that it's persisting in a distorted state. Using a distorted gate for a time jump creates entanglements. If you can unravel those entanglements, you can close the Kunad Gate.
Distorted? I don't really get it yet. But when you say enter the Kunad Gate, do you mean go into that hole in the sky?
That strange space. Is it inside the Kunad Gate? You saw it too, when the gate first opened.
Oh, that place with all the weird images?
That's right. That strange space that Kasane mentioned exists inside the Kunad Gate. It is a concept of space that only exists for those with the red string's power. Togetsu called it the Chronos Terminal.
Perhaps it's a kind of station or junction point for traveling through time.
So only Yuito and Kasane can perceive it. I guess that explains why we didn't notice it when we jumped to the future.
When there is time contact between 2020, when the gate was made, and another time, entanglements are created.
Time contact? Is that any different from time travel?
It's a broader definition of time travel. Even if you don't arrive at that time, even if you just attempt. Basically, if someone with the red string's power even touches that time, there is a trace. That is time contact. The only way to actually see which times have entanglements is for the two of you to go and check for yourselves.
So I guess the only thing we can do is leave it to Yuito and Kasane.
Even if we find the entanglements, we won't know how to unravel them until we see them.
The Chronos Terminal is conceptualized by your powers, so you'll know how to unravel them. Not with reason, but with intuition. Also, I'm weak, but I can use the red strings, so I'll support you from here.
Okay, so we just need to use the red strings again and enter the Chronos Terminal.
I'm going with you this time.
You don't know what kind of dangers will be there. Make sure you're ready before you go.
If it gets dangerous, you both come right back.
Don't worry, we will. Just take care of my mother. Keep her safe.
It's all right. Don't worry. We will protect Wakana.
All right, we don't have much time. Let me know when you're ready.
Good to go, Kasane?
I'm ready.
Focus your consciousness together. Picture the site of the Chronos Terminal.
To the Chronos Terminal.
We will unravel those entanglements. It looks like we actually made it. Are each of those images connected to different times?
We can't just stand around. We have to search for the entanglements.
I guess it's nothing new when it's your third time. So, how do we find them? I don't feel anything yet.
It must be Mother.
Is she guiding us? Let's go! Others?
How are they inside the Chronos Terminal?
Calm down. That place is built from your consciousness. It's an imaginary world. It is a very unstable place. Your fear and anxiety, all of your emotions affected. The memories of your past made others appear.
So basically, you're saying that these others were created by our mental immaturity.
That makes us sound pretty lame. But if we made them, we can take them down, too.
I know the two of you can handle it, but be careful.
This is the old OSF hospital on that day in 2009. It's an entanglement.
Yeah. I don't understand it, but I can feel it. This is definitely it. If we want to successfully unravel this, then I'm betting that we have to use the red strings, our power.
Yes, I feel it too. We should be able to make this work.
Another one!
Let's hold it off while we unravel the entanglement. This will make the Kunad Gate disappear.
Hey, Kasane. That day, I never got the chance to thank you properly. So, thank you for saving me.
What? That came out of nowhere.
You were the one that saved me 11 years ago at the hospital, right? I remember it perfectly now. I used to be a dud, and then all of a sudden I had powers. My power awakening? I think it was because you shared yours with me.
What? Powers aren't something you can just share.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying sounds silly, but if it were possible, it was thanks to meeting you that day that I'm still alive, and have reached my goal of getting into the OSF. That's what I think, so... thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
You look totally confused, but that's okay. I think it's unraveled now. Everyone is probably worried about us.
Mother's power. I can still feel it.
So, there's more than one entanglement?
If so, it's simple. We just have to unravel all of them.
Right. Okay, let's go.
This future should now no longer exist.
Have you ever thought about what you would do if you could travel to the past and change history?
You mean after we remove the Kunad Gate?
Yeah. The ability to travel through time freely. That's the true power of the red strings.
Right. If I could go back and save my sister, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought of it. I wanted to save Naomi. I just kept thinking there must be a way over and over again. Every now and then I'm reminded that I won't see her again, and it rattles me.
Sure.
If I could change history so Naomi wouldn't turn into another, if that was something I could actually do, I don't think I'd do it.
Why?
Because if you change the past, no one knows how it will affect everything after that. If we were in a different platoon, if we weren't scouted, if I was never adopted, is changing the past until I get the results I want really saving Naomi? And not just Naomi. It's not right to go back and change the lives of everyone in the world just for my own selfish desires.
Yeah, I guess it's not right to mess with everyone else just to fulfill your wants.
It's painful, and there's a lot of suffering we have to bear. But it's a burden we must carry.
Sorry, it was weird of me to bring up. That being said, I am glad I asked, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm relieved you agree.
Oh.
But this mindset is thanks to you. I've learned so much.
The same goes for me. I think my old self would have come to a different conclusion.
I mean, I don't think you would have even talked to me for this long, back when you first joined.
You know, that's not... Okay, perhaps you're right about that.
This is Mom's... There's still an entanglement?
But all the time periods we travel to... No, Now's not the time to think about it. Can you keep going?
I'll be okay. I'm probably just a little tired from using my brain too much.
We should hurry. Isn't that...
The Sumeragi crest. That's it. This is the image I saw at the start.
right. Yakumo Sumeragi's crest. It seems like a time entanglement appeared then. What? How?
Former Major General Karin.
So they're going to keep coming.
We need to unravel the entanglement. Okay, that should...
Yuito? This is bad. I don't think I can take much more either.
So... did we do it? That should be all of them, right?
Probably, but something doesn't feel right. Karin and Yakumo Sumeragi. What happened to them?
Damn it. I'm blacking...
Yuito! Kasane!
Mom?
Mother.
Where am I?
Oh good, you're awake. It seems like we made it back.
What's going on? The Kunad Gate... why hasn't it disappeared?
Well...
Good job, you two. It's all okay now.
What? But...
Mother, we unraveled the entanglements. So why?
Leave the rest to me.
What?
Thank you for growing up so strong. You've made a lot of wonderful friends. Those connections are much more valuable than any red string. Treasure them for the rest of your life.
Mother?
Mom. You can't go back to the past.
If you go back, Toketsu will...
It has to be done. Forgive me. The longer I remain here, the more painful it will be.
No, hold on! There's still so much that I need to say!
Mother! Yuito. Kasane. Live on. Knowing you're happy is all that I could ask for.
So today is the day. I may give you my brain, but you can't have my memories of the future. Kaito. Yuito. Kasane.
The body has been confirmed as the target, Wakana. Current theory for cause of death is cerebral overload due to a malfunction in the personality rehabilitation device. We believe an irreversible memory wipe was conducted. There is significant damage to the memory regions in her brain. Following protocol and retrieving her brain.
I see. There was an entanglement from when Mom time traveled.
Mother.
She explained it to us earlier when the two of you were gone. The Kunad Gate wouldn't disappear as long as she was still present in this time.
We have a message she left for the two of you. Let me send it to you now.
That's strange. Wakana has returned, so how come it didn't disappear? Have all the entanglements truly been unraveled?
All the entanglements we felt we unraveled. The ones 11 years ago, 50 years in the future, and the one during Yakumo Sumeragi's time period.
What? What does Yakumo Sumeragi's time period have to do with anything?
I think one formed when we witnessed Yakumo's assassination.
What are you talking about? Yakumo was severely injured in an accident, but he wasn't assassinated.
We don't really understand it either, but we saw Yakumo Sumeragi being killed by Karin.
What did you say?
We were busy dealing with the entanglement, but yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that that was former Major General Karin.
He copied Kasane's power. Yuito, if he also copied your power.
But he didn't copy my... He could have time traveled by resonating Kasane's power with mine.
So it hasn't disappeared because of the entanglement Karin created when he traveled back to Yakumo's time period?
But the two of you couldn't find an entanglement. How do you expect to unravel something you can't find?
Karin can unravel his own entanglement. Yes, exactly. The only thing we can do is take Karin to the Chronos terminal and have him unravel the entanglement himself.
Wataru, can you check Karin's location?
I figured you'd ask, so I've been working on it. But I've got nothing. I can't find him at all. It's like he's disappeared.
Supposing that he's traveled to Yakumo's time period, that would mean he's in the past. That's where you're going to find him.
Are you two sure the people you saw were really Karin and Yakumo?
We're sure. We could see their faces clearly. Actually, we only saw Karin's face.
But that was Yakumo. I mean, he had the same mask on as all the depictions of him.
Ah, yes, that's it, the mask. That explains everything.
Kagero, explain.
Whoa, Tsugumi, calm down. So, you know how Yakumo started wearing the mask because of the injuries he sustained? Rumor was, sometime after the accident, he suddenly stopped appearing in front of people and his whole personality just changed.
Whole personality changed? You're not suggesting...
The real Yakumo was assassinated by Karin from the future, and Karin took his place by putting on the mask?
It doesn't matter. Either way, we still need to travel back to 2,000 years ago to check.
Actually, no. We might not have to travel at all. You all saw my brother's video, right? Don't you remember what he said?
Yakumo Sumeragi is alive!
What are you...
He is asleep, deep beneath Suo. Even now, he is waiting for his revenge!
Right. Cold sleep. Just like Kagero.
If Yakumo is in cold sleep under Suo, then we can find out the truth by meeting him directly. If former Major General Karin replaced him, then he'll be the one down there in cold sleep. I'm not entirely certain as to why he did what he did, We can talk to him and have him help us unravel the entanglement.
Do we know where he's sleeping, though? I mean, Arahabaki is the only area I can think of that's under Suo.
I mean, Sumeragi Tomb is the first place I thought of where Yakumo would be. Do you think he would really be in such a heavily trafficked place, though?
How about it, Yuito? It's your family's tomb.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I've never even been inside the building before. The head of the family is responsible for watching over Sumeragi Tomb. I might be able to find something out if I talk to my brother.
The Chief. Do you think he'll listen to us?
Actually, I've been trying to reach my brother's terminal, but I'm not getting through. There's a chance he might have blocked me. Wataru, can you ask Major General Fubuki to talk to my brother? I doubt he'd refuse a call from a Major General.
Okay, leave it to me. I just don't know how soon I'll get a response.
Wanna stop by our hideout then? I'm sure Yuito and Kasane could use the rest.
Good idea. It would be smart to rest while we can.
Thanks, Gemma. All right, let's head back.
Welcome back. I messaged Major General Fubuki. He said it might take some time to get in touch with the Chief.
Thanks, Wataru.
I also asked about Major General Karin, but apparently Major General Fubuki doesn't know anything either.
I see. Then I guess he really is in the past.
We don't have any other leads at the moment, so let's hope he's in Sumeragi Tomb.
Hey, do you remember when we came here together before? A lot has happened since then.
Before? When was that?
You know, when we went looking for Captain Seto's fountain pen. You said you were doing a background check.
Oh, that. I met him for Naomi's sake, and got the fountain pen for Captain Seto. Now neither of them are with us anymore.
Back then, I had no idea that we'd get caught up in something that involved the whole world.
Not just us, but everyone around us too. It's nothing we could have expected.
You're right.
Hello, sorry to interrupt. 2 large groups of others were confirmed near you. There are a lot of them, more than you usually see around there. It shouldn't be a problem for you guys, but be careful just in case.
Affirmative. What do you want to do?
Let's split up. That'll be quicker.
Okay. Then I'll take this side. I'll contact you again once I take down a few.
All right. Let's both be careful.
There's more of them than I thought. How are things with you, Yuito?
Kasane? What's going on?
Yuito? I can't hear you, Yuito. Haruka, do you know what's going on? Neither of them are responding. Our signal is being jammed. SAS is down too. I need to get through this somehow. Looks like I'm surrounded. I'll take care of them. Yuito! SAS still seems to be down. That still didn't do it? I need to watch him closely to sync up with him when the time is right.
Oh, that was a close one.
It was? I wasn't really all that worried. I assumed you would act when you did.
I was nervous. I guess we can work together even without SAS.
I don't think I could have pulled it off with someone else. Thank you for getting the timing right.
It's nice to hear a compliment from you. You're always so harsh.
Am I? Well, whatever. Let's make our way to the top.
You get a good view of New Himuka from up here.
So what did you want to talk to me about?
I wanted to ask you about your plans after all the fighting is over.
That's a difficult question. How about you? What are you thinking?
I have a vague idea. It might be too grand, so you'll probably laugh.
I won't laugh, no matter what it is.
Thanks. I want to change the world.
Change the world?
Yeah. We've both seen a lot of bad things in this country. The world that we live in now is built on so much sadness and sacrifice.
That's true. Suo, Seiran, and Togetsu. There were people suffering everywhere.
So many people's lives were turned upside down because of the desire for the strongest power, or using powers to alter time. It's got to end. This world can't exist just for powers. That's why I want to change the world. To make it a place where people don't have to rely on powers for everything. I know it will take a long time, but I feel like as a dud, I'm the perfect person for it.
A dud, that's right. How's your head? They were saying you might lose your power.
No big change at the moment, but if it really comes down to it, I'm prepared to become one again.
You're pretty calm about it. The way you were talking, I thought you would be a little depressed.
I mean, it will be inconvenient, but you know what? I'm not the least bit afraid. I thought the same thing when the network went down. Like I was fighting back-to-back with you, even without SAS.
You thought the same thing?
I wonder if that's what it feels like to lose your power. We're not just connected by SAS. Even if we can't see each other's faces or hear each other's voices, the most important thing, our connection, doesn't go away. So I'll be all right.
That's good. When we first met, I honestly thought I wouldn't be able to count on you in a fight.
I kind of had a feeling you thought that.
But you're different now. I think you really can change the world.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm relieved as well. I feel like I can leave this world to you.
Leave? What are you planning to do?
Well, I haven't decided on a clear goal yet, but I've sort of been thinking of something outside this world.
Like, outside of New Himuka? You mean the moon?
I've been thinking about it ever since I heard humanity came here from the moon. Outside this world is another world that I know nothing about, filled with people who are a mystery to me. They're suffering, just like the people here. They are attacked by others, and turning into them. Once I realized that, I couldn't ignore it. I thought maybe I could help somehow.
The moon. I thought I understood the first time I heard about it, but the scale is just too big. It doesn't seem real at all. I certainly never thought about saving the people that live there. You really are amazing.
I'm not amazing at all. I just don't want to regret neglecting the people I could have protected. My sister always watched over me. She protected me all my life. Now it's my turn to watch over someone else.
I always felt that you were the kind of person that would step up to protect people, even if you're alone. It's almost as if you're not afraid of anything. I looked up to you when I was a kid. I wanted to be just like you.
I think you're plenty like me. And you're giving me too much credit thinking I'm never afraid. As you said before, the most important connections never go away.
You mean Naomi?
Not just her. The memories of my mother, and the time I spent with all of you. The only reason I'm not as afraid as I should be is because I know they'll always be with me. I know that they'll always be here, inside my heart.
So, even if you're alone, you're never really alone? I kinda like that.
That's why I feel like I can go anywhere, even going beyond the sky. I know that sounds like a dream.
I think you can do it. No. I know you can.
Thank you.
So, it looks like you and I will be going our separate ways.
It won't just be us. I think everyone will find their own path and slowly drift farther apart.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me sad.
But even apart, we're still friends.
Yeah. Okay. We should probably get back to the hideout.
There's so much to do before and after a fight. We just have to take care of what's in front of us.
Though, listening to you made me excited for the future.
It won't be easy for either of us, so let's do our best. Both in our own places.
Absolutely. I promise I'll make a better future, no matter how long it takes.
You can take your time, but if you take too long, I'll bring peace to the moon and come back before you're done.
Oh, so it's a competition now. I know you hate to lose.
Everyone, will you listen to me for a minute?
Huh? What's wrong, Gemma? Why are you shouting?
Sorry, but while everyone is here at the hideout, I have something to say.
It must be important if it makes you look that serious. Come on, everyone. Listen to him.
Gemma always looks like that, though.
Don't worry about how I look. I'd like to reprimand Arashi for her violation.
Oh, I have something to say too. Don't leave your stuff in my personal space.
By personal space, do you mean what we agreed about when we merged Yuito and Kasane platoons?
The agreement was to have everyone keep their belongings in their own space, right?
Arashi, your stuff is all over the place. Your personal space seems to be growing.
Yeah, it's 3 centimeters bigger than it was yesterday.
Is that really a big deal, Shiden?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's not like we drew lines on the floor or something. There was never any rule about not expanding your space.
That's unfair, Arashi. This hideout is for everyone, so we have to use it fairly.
Then let's make a new rule. How about we have a contest? And if you win, I'll give the space back. If I win, I get half of the loser space.
Even though you took your extra space unfairly? That doesn't sound right.
What kind of contest? You mean with our powers?
No, how about a game instead? I just stumbled across a good one.
Wait, what? That's Final Jockey. That game was really popular in the OSF a long time ago. Hey, I made a name for myself as a genius jockey in Suo. You're sure about what you just said?
Of course I am.
All right, I'll be taking Arashi's space then. Don't come crying to me when you fall off your horse. No, it can't be. Me, the undefeated jockey genius Kagero, lost?
But Arashi, you cheated. You used hypervelocity to push the button faster.
Hey, that's just strategy. No one said you couldn't use your powers.
But just pushing the button fast drains stamina and you'll lose.
I got it. You glitched the game by pressing the buttons fast.
Ugh, you play dirty.
Say what you will, scrubs. If you don't like it, you can come face the true king of this unit. Me, with all the powers you have.
Then, how about facing me? I want more room for another planter. And I feel bad for Kagero.
Oh, me too! I want more space for my Baki collection.
I'll pass. I don't understand all that pew-pew stuff.
I'll sit out too. This is all so ridiculous. I'll just move Arashi's stuff with my psychokinesis.
I'll settle for watching as well. I enjoy physical exercise much more than virtual contests.
Okay, all right. The Fraser twins are in it to win it.
Now I'm involved in this? Let's just have a fair game.
How many people can play at once? I'll join if there's room for me.
This looks like fun. I want to play with everyone too.
I want to play too. Just hold on a second. Let me get my lucky bandana, then I'll pray. Okay, now my lucky power is fully charged.
I'll take you all on at once then. Let the games begin.
The Great Unit Space Cup has begun. Kagero and Luca here, bringing you coverage live.
Wait, me?
And the horses are out of the gates. Arashi is so fast. That hypervelocity is pushing it as fast as any pro.
First things first, we have to stop Arashi.
Wait, it looks like Yuito locked Arashi's buttons with his psychokinesis.
You've got a lot of guts going against me like that.
What? That great item I just got was completely wasted.
Arashi's playing dirty as expected. She used hypervelocity to push buttons on Yuito's controller.
Meanwhile, my angel Sugumi's horse seems to have stopped?
I didn't realize my horse's stamina was running out.
Oh, I made the same mistake. I was furiously trying to push the button as fast as I could.
I guess the glitch doesn't occur when you rapidly push buttons without hypervelocity.
Also, Sugumi and Hanabi's powers aren't suited for video games, putting them at a disadvantage.
Huh. They can just use their natural ability then.
Oh, Shiden is creeping up on Arashi while she tries slowing down Yuito.
Take a banana peel!
Huh? Shiden's character suddenly stopped moving.
What? What's happening? Move! Move!
Shiden must have accidentally let an electrical surge through to the controller. It's broken.
I see. Makes sense considering how careless he is.
What did you say, Kagero?
Oh, the Fraser twins are throwing items at each other. They both look very angry.
What are those two doing?
Maybe they're having a telepathic argument.
I see. There's no telling what they're saying, but it seems very serious.
That's right. Haruka is totally evil.
Oh, shut up. You're the one that said I sucked just because I messed up the controls a little. I didn't even want to play this stupid game, but you had to get me involved with your telepathy.
Back to the race. It seems like Arashi and Major Kyoka are still in it?
They are very far apart, though, at this rate.
What's this? Did a secret invulnerability carrot just appear? Kyoka used it!
Huh? My horse is glowing after getting that carrot thing.
Major, dash! Bump into Arashi!
Huh? What? What's going on?
Wow. Kyoka's horse flung Arashi's horse away.
Then I'll be taking this unit space. I'll be splitting it up amongst everyone evenly. That's an end to this violation thing. No more arguing, got it?
Hey, let's do it again, but with no powers. This game is really fun. Come on, Luca, you too.
Me? Well, I guess I could give it a try.
Everyone's having a blast. That game may be old, but it sure has value.
Yeah.
Recreation is important after all.
You're really good at games, Arashi. I doubt I could beat you even if you didn't use your power.
Yeah, but she lost to a novice gamer like Kyoka.
Wait, so Kasane, you saw right through it?
Huh? What do you mean?
Arashi, Kyoka, and Gemma were in cahoots.
Sorry. We now have different groups joining together to fight, which can be awkward.
Kyoka also said it'd be a good opportunity to get used to each other.
Gemma and I have caused problems before, so we wanted to help everyone get along to make up for it. That's why Arashi risked being the target for revenge. We figured the group would cooperate against a common enemy.
It wasn't that big of a deal. If everyone works well together, then I can slack off even more.
So, you laid your stuff out all over on purpose?
No, she's been messy since before we hooked up with your platoon.
Kagero seemed to have noticed our ploy too.
Yeah, he joined the game right away. He's in a neutral position and is pretty clever.
I guess mission accomplished then. Everyone had a blast. I did too.
Right? Even I was having fun after noticing it was all set up.
Yes, it was fun just watching.
Yeah, it was almost like a family reunion or something.
How about another round? With Kasane and Gemma playing this time. I'm actually feeling up to it today.
I guess I'll give in just this once.
How about it, Kasane?
Okay, but I'll be taking the win. That seems to be the last of them.
No, not yet. I know you're there. Come out. I wouldn't have called out if we weren't ready for you. Now, it's time to talk. It looks like you're the only one here.
Her face is identical to yours.
I suspected it. You're also one of the design children. Just so you know, restoring Babe's data is impossible, even with Dr. Pope's knowledge of neuroscience. I'm sorry you wasted your time. Impudent fool.
What do you mean? Vain confidence is not advised in this situation.
We do not need the knowledge or the technology. We need your brain. The only brain that holds Dr. Pope's memories. You were going to use my brain to build a new Babe.
Huh?
Babe prepared contingency plans for all scenarios. The current situation is just one of those. If the mainframe goes down, we use a spare. Togetsu merely needs to carry out the plan faithfully. I feel sorry for you. There isn't anyone to give you orders anymore. Yet you still obey. You have nowhere else to go. You don't know any other way to live. You can only carry out your orders. You should be feeling sorry for yourself. What did you say? As long as I am serving a higher purpose, I can live happily, without worry or hesitation. What about you? You lost your purpose and your value, doomed to live a scared and anxious life. You were listening in on us? I do not have to. I know how you feel. You are the same as I am, a worthless being. Only Togetsu can give us value. No, Watch out! What?
Don't compare yourself to Kyoka. You're nothing more than a mere puppet. And yes, I do my fair share of worrying, but that's a far better way to live. It's better than being used all my life like you. Life is worth more when you make your own decisions.
Kasane. It does not matter what you say. Your true nature does not change. You should be well aware of this. Yes, I know. I'm sure I'll be living scared the rest of my life. But that's fine. Kasane helped me realize that this fear is proof that I freed myself from my puppet strings. I control myself now. Whether I have Dr. Pope's memories or not, I'm still me. The moment I freely chose my own future, I became the individual Kyoka. I handed her over to the proper authorities in Suo. We should let the government take care of the Togetsu remnants. Now, that's that.
How are you feeling?
I'm still uneasy. But it's not bad now that I know it's a part of me. Do you remember that fortune teller?
I remember waiting in the long line.
I think the reason why fortune reading is so popular is because everyone is afraid of the future.
You think so?
Yes. Everyone takes each step forward carrying that worry with them. I'd love to have my future read. Let's make sure we actually go next time.
In other words, we have to wait in that long line again. I'm glad she feels better. You're lazy as always. You never change.
Thank you for the compliment. And you're as stuffy and by the book as ever.
I'll take that as a compliment, thank you very much. So how have things been with Major General Fubuki lately? Good?
Why are you bringing him up?
You rescued him when he was missing. You used your power at full speed to go look for him, remember?
Oh, right. A lot's happened since then, and I can't be bothered remembering such trivial matters. If you must know, I think he's still alive.
That's good. Just like always. She'll never change, will she?
How's Arashi doing, Kasane? Does she seem strange to you?
No. Did something happen?
I suddenly got a message from her saying, "Good morning." This has never happened before. I thought it could be code for something, so I wondered if there was a problem.
No, there haven't been any problems. She's just lazing around on the sofa like her usual self.
Skipping out on work again. Okay, that's a relief. Sorry, just let me know if anything happens.
He's such a worrywart. But I guess I can check for him. Arashi, you got a second? I was thinking about grabbing something to eat in town.
In town? Ugh. I guess it's not so bad going outside once in a while. So, where are we going?
You are acting strange.
Fubuki said what? How rude. You should be mad at him for making you spy on me.
That's a little much. If you have a problem with him, you should message him again. What changed? I mean, you messaged your brother and even accepted an invitation to eat out.
I told you that I hate waste, but it's not necessarily bad. I thought I could fine-tune my lifestyle a little. Consider it a personal upgrade. Your hair clip, Naomi's cooking, and his letters. I used to just write them off as a waste, but I started thinking that there could be some things that weren't so bad. Arashi 1.0 had a lot of flaws. Arashi 2.0 has been operating for a long time, but I see some areas that can be improved. In other words, Arashi 2.1 is currently in open beta.
That's a weird analogy. Well, Arashi 2.1 doesn't seem so bad. I'd give it a playtest.
Thank you for the feedback. I'll keep that in mind. Well, we finished eating and I'm feeling plenty energetic. I'm off to sleep then.
The fact that you didn't say you were going to work means that the update is pretty minor.
If you change too much, you're bound to create errors. You have to stick to small changes.
Is that letter... I knew it. I thought she threw it out. It's her first sentimental item. Arashi 2.1 is proving to be quite the major upgrade. So, what did you want to talk about?
It's hard for me to bring up. I have an extremely embarrassing favor to ask.
Okay, I understand this is uncomfortable for you. We can talk about it some other time if you'd like.
No. I'll find the courage. I want to change. I've thought for a while how I want to be friends with everyone, so I need to get better at talking. I was hoping you would let me practice my conversation skills with you.
Practice conversation? I can't imagine I'd be the best person for that.
I want it to be you. You're easy to talk to.
Well, if I'm the one you want, then I've got no problem with that.
Oh, good.
What do you want to talk about, though? Anything specific?
What? I'll pick a topic. So, how have you been lately?
Lately? I haven't really had any issues.
I see. It's good, not having any issues.
Yes.
Well, do you have a favorite food? Or maybe food you hate?
Not really.
I see. You're not picky. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Then... Oh, what do you think about the latest trends in fashion?
Not sure. Fashion's never been my thing.
I see. Mine either. What else? What can we talk about? I have to keep the conversation going.
Tsugumi, calm down and take a deep breath.
I'm sorry. I'm no good at this.
It's just a thought, but it might be better to talk like you normally do.
What? But...
There's no need to force a topic, and you'll have an easier time talking about your own interests, like plants.
Yes, but that won't be much practice. I need to be able to talk about more things, or else nobody will have fun talking with me. I have to talk about things everyone else will enjoy if I want to be friendly.
Does that everyone include me?
What? Why?
Because I've enjoyed all our conversations.
Really?
Really. I don't know about everyone else, but I want to hear more about what you have to say.
But I always thought you were just politely humoring me when I talked. I feel bad because I'm such a slow talker, and I'm always being such a bother.
I'm not an especially patient person. If I thought you were a bother, I'd just pick up and leave. You know a lot of things that I and many people don't. And you're always so considerate to those around you, putting them before yourself. Your kindness, in some way, reminds me of Naomi. Whether you believe it or not, I like the time we spent together.
Kasane.
Tsugumi? Are you okay? Your face is flushed.
I'm fine. It's just that I never thought you'd say something like that about me. I thought I had to change. That I needed to be different because I'm no good like this. But if there are people like you who think I'm fun the way I am, I might not be as bad as I thought.
I'm sure I'm not the only one. Kagero, Yuito, and everyone else at the hideout probably feel the same way. We like you the way you are.
You think so? I certainly hope that's the case. Well, I'll go on ahead.
I'll see you back at the hideout.
I'm really glad I met you. So, would you mind if I asked you one more favor?
That depends on what it is. Go ahead.
Could I be your friend? If you're not opposed to the idea.
That's fine. I'm not opposed at all. But what does being a friend mean? What do I need to do?
What? I'm not really sure now that you've asked. Like, talk together, have tea together, talk about our troubles.
Haven't we been doing all of that already?
Right.
Doesn't that mean we've been friends for a while now?
Yes, I guess it does. So I suppose we continue doing what we've been doing?
Okay. Call me anytime.
So think about the amount of water you would need for your flowers, and make sure you... Are you listening to me, Kagura?
Yep. You know very well that I'd never miss a word my beloved Tsugumi says.
Okay, but I'm going to be mad if you don't put this all to use.
I know. Leave it to your guy Kagero.
You talk a lot with Tsugumi. You aren't going to ask her out on a date.
Oh, are you jealous? It seems like I'm back in the game after 2,000 years.
I'm starting to understand. Do you see Tsugumi and me as replacements for your daughter?
Oh, I know. Want to help me with an errand?
Don't change the subject.
A good woman doesn't point that out. I want to go clean up an old hideout I used to use.
An old hideout?
Yeah, it's a place I used to lay low back when I was doing my spy work. There should still be a lot of inside information and classified data on Togetsu, so I thought I might as well grab it all.
That might actually be of use to the government when handling them in the future.
It's not for the government. I just wanted to do my part when it comes to them.
Okay, I'll help. Where is it?
Kikuchiba, let's get going. Hey, about our last conversation.
What?
We were in Mizuagawa. You were telling me to do something meaningful? Well, I've been thinking about it ever since then, but nothing really comes to mind. Once we stopped Togetsu's plan, I felt like I fulfilled my role. I was thinking, it might be time for a ghost from the past like me to move on.
Listen, that was the old you who fulfilled his role. We still need Kagero in the here and now.
I don't know if you've realized, but Kagero doesn't even exist.
What do you mean?
On the moon and in Togetsu, I was called Shin Daniel. Kagero Dawn is just a pseudonym. That name is a shimmer that doesn't exist.
Maybe that's true for you, but for us, it's different. Whatever your real name might be, the Kagero Dawn we've known in the OSF isn't a ghost. And when you were talking fondly with Tsugumi, you didn't look like a ghost then. What Tsugumi and the rest of us need is you. We don't need some stranger from the past.
How is it that you've become this wise at your young age? I'm seriously impressed with you. Yeah, if people need Kagero Dawn, then maybe I don't have to feel so empty after all. Perhaps it's time I put my past self to rest and started focusing on the present. I guess I'll need to clean up my old haunts first. We're almost to the hideout. Let's go. We finally made it. I know it's shabby, but make yourself comfortable. Actually, something seems off.
It's pretty messy. Do you think someone broke in?
Seems like it. Wait here. Let me take a look around. Dang. All the data's either been taken or destroyed. Most likely Togetsu. They probably felt the need to clean things up when they realized I turned on them. I figured they would.
Why come all the way out here if you predicted this would happen?
Well, I wanted to confirm my suspicions and also grab some of my personal belongings. Tsugumi.
Did you find something? Is that a picture? It looks ripped.
Oh, yeah, it's an old photo.
Is it of your family? If we find the other pieces, we might be able to restore it.
No, it's okay. It's not like this is the only photo I have.
But it's important to you.
What's important are the memories. Don't you remember what you said to me? It's because of the important things we've lost that we have to live on. And I think now is the time I need to get my act together and keep moving forward. If I keep dragging this on the way I've been doing until now, then I'm sure I'll start upsetting everyone.
Okay, if you're fine with that.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Talking with you helped me realize a lot of things.
You said you were going to move forward. What are you planning on doing?
First, I'll settle things with my past. As someone who's worked with Togetsu, I have a responsibility to deal with Babe and Karen. I have to see the things we started to the very end. Then I'll finally be able to put my past to bed.
And when that's done?
After that, well, I'll think about a new life. How I'll live, what I can do.
I think that sounds good. At least you don't sound as lame as you did before.
Well, well. Seems like you've come to appreciate my newfound sense of maturity. If you'd like to go out on a date...
It might be a while before you find this new life of yours.
What is that supposed to mean?
These dates are your way of connecting with your daughter. To be the father you never could be.
Well, gosh, I keep telling you that you shouldn't be saying these things out loud. I guess I preferred it more when I was just the creepy old guy asking a young girl out on a date. That work?
Okay, so... Daddy Kagero?
Let's drop the daddy bit. I don't think my fragile heart can take it.
Looks like he's back to being his old self. That might be for the best.
Kasane, there's a workout I want to try. Would you mind helping me?
Sure. What do I need to do?
I'm going to do some bench presses, and I need more than the equipment weights. So I want you to use your psychokinesis to push the barbell down.
Isn't that dangerous? It seems to me that the weights you have now are enough of a workout.
No, I want a bigger challenge. Please.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. You're not lifting the barbell up at all. Do you want me to stop using my psychokinesis?
No, just a little more. I feel like I can do it with just a little more.
He's either really persistent or really stubborn.
I failed to lift it a single millimeter. Forgive me for wasting your time.
Learning that workouts like this are unrealistic makes it not a waste.
That's harsh. It's going to be harder to reach my goal than I thought.
Why are you in such a rush? You should have recognized that this was going to be impossible.
I want to surpass my limits. You made me realize that the last time we talked. I was too caught up with having or not having my abilities. The important thing is what you do, not the method in which you do it.
I guess I did say something like that.
When I sat down and thought about what I wanted to do, a goal came to mind. However, the goal proved to be too big. Something I couldn't achieve without changing.
What is it?
To build a society in which duds are treated equally to others. Right now in New Himuka, people without abilities are treated like they don't even exist.
That's true. I didn't even know what dud meant until the other day.
The reason I'm so scared of losing my abilities is because I'm well aware of the state of our society. If that doesn't change, then duds like me will never be rid of that underlying anxiety.
You're right, that is a big goal. But I don't know how it relates to that reckless training we just did.
I thought I could break through my psychological shell and grow as a person, by surpassing the limits of my physical body. If I'm going to change the entire country by myself, then I can't stay the way I am. I need to work even harder. If I don't, I'll never be able to accomplish it. I mean, it may be too large of a goal for me to ever accomplish on my own either way.
Yes, this might be a bigger problem than what you can fix on your own. But that doesn't mean it can't be accomplished.
Kasane?
Look.
What are you doing? If you carry it with your psychokinesis, it eliminates the whole purpose of the workout.
In that case, I think the workout is unreasonable to begin with.
You certainly are right about that.
What I'm trying to say is that this barbell is the same as the problem with society. You don't need to try and take everything on by yourself. There's something each of us can do. Nobody can change a country by themselves. So why don't we just work together as a group?
I see your point, but I don't know if I'm capable of inspiring people to act like my brother.
You remember what I said, but not what you've said yourself.
What?
Those with strong wills naturally draw people to them. You said that. Right now, you have a clear goal and will. I'm sure there will be people who will help you if you asked.
I see. I suppose I can't argue against myself. It seems like I misunderstood what I need to do. I thought I needed to become stronger without anyone's help. But really, I was just making excuses because I was afraid to try.
Once you take the first step, I doubt you'll find it that hard.
Easier said than done. But you're correct. I can't just stand here forever. Once the fighting ends, I'll do what I can. I'll raise support as I face this nation's issues. Even if things don't change right away. One day duds like me will be able to live their lives in the open, unashamed of who they are.
I'll help you however I can, too.
Thank you very much. Then could you start by returning the barbell? I'd like to resume my workout.
Okay, but you're not going to do anything reckless again, right?
Of course not. I'll be doing my normal workout. The best way to exercise is to go at your own pace.
You still put on all the weights, though.
I said that I would not be reckless, not that I would go easy. Here we go.
You really are stubborn. But maybe that's what makes you who you are.
15, 16, 17.
It doesn't seem like he's listening. He's having too much fun. I'll leave him alone.
I finally heard from Major General Fubuki. He asked us to head to Sumeragi Tomb right away. Apparently, the chief will be there.
Kaito. Actually, what's my brother's status now?
He's still the acting chief, but most of his authority has been transferred and no one has seen much of him lately.
My guess is that the government is going to make him take the fall for everything and abandon him.
The chief might have decided to help us because he knows that's what they're going to do.
As long as he helps us, it's fine. Now let's head to Sumeragi Tomb.
Kaito.
So you finally made it. You want inside the Sumeragi Tomb, correct?
Right. In order to close the Kunad Gate, there's something we need to check inside the tomb.
If Karin really is inside, then he is the key to closing it.
If, huh? Not only is everything circumstantial, it doesn't sound very credible either. Is this really what you choose to stake everything on? Very well. If you do indeed manage to save the world, it will reflect quite nicely on the Sumeragi name.
Is that all that matters?
Hanabi, it doesn't matter what he says, as long as he helps us.
I've disabled the security for the entrance. Close the Kunad Gate. I heard you stopped Togetsu's plan. You managed to avenge her. You did what I had set out to do.
So, you knew about Mom's death?
Dad and I. We vowed that we'd destroy Togetsu one day. This isn't what I imagined, but it looks like Dad and I got our wish.
Kaito.
Go. Do what you need to do. This is the path you've chosen.
Thank you.
Yakumo Sumeragi should be sleeping in here.
Let's find out whether our theory was right. If it's actually the former Major General that traveled to the past.
So this is what it's like inside Sumeragi Tomb.
I thought it'd be gloomier since it's a tomb. Yakumo's got a good thing going here.
We need to go down.
Those stairs go all the way down. I don't think there's any danger to worry about.
Let's take them. I don't see any other way down.
Good job. Pretty sure you've reached the bottom floor.
Oh, we finally made it. Looks like there's only a single path from here.
There's a big space up ahead. That's probably where Yakumo is sleeping.
I guess we just need to move forward. I was worried it might be a maze in here to prevent grave robbing.
Stay on your toes. Just because nothing's happened so far doesn't mean that it...
I just felt something in my brain.
What? I didn't feel anything.
What's going on?
What's happening? Signal is deteriorating.
Wataru. Damn. We lost the transmission.
Where are we? Is this Suo's OSF headquarters?
How did we get here all of a sudden? Oh, maybe there was some sort of teleportation trap. Just calm down and take a better look around you. Something doesn't seem quite right. The city looks a little off.
This feeling. I remember it from before. Are we inside a brain field?
That is certainly a possibility. Since I felt something interfere with my brain, this could be a measure to confuse intruders. Or...
others!
This is what happened when we went to the Kronos terminal. Get ready to fight.
Seems like we managed to kill all the others around here, but our situation hasn't improved much.
We haven't been able to reach Haruko or Wataru either. We should... Huh?
Karin?
Ta-da! As of today, Alice Ichijo is now an official member.
Congratulations, Alice. The three of us are together again.
It also seems like we have a mission for our new platoon. I'm going to show you two who the real star member is.
I just hope the newbie's overenthusiasm doesn't make her do something reckless.
Oh, really? You know, I heard a certain somebody got written up for disobeying orders.
Fubuki.
I mean, that was your 50th write-up. That's quite the milestone. How could I not share it?
They say you're a shoo-in for Septentrion, Karin, but I guess you've got some issues with your superiors.
I don't intend to follow orders I don't agree with.
That's so like you. Oh, I guess that just means you'll have to climb to the top of the OSF.
Sounds like too much trouble. I'm not interested in looking after people weaker than me. Fubuki can do all that instead.
You say that, but you always look after your friends in the end. You're usually more helpful than I am. I think you're more suited to run things than me. Actually, I bet you're really gunning for the position. Stop trying to hide it.
You've been gunning for the top position from the very beginning.
Listen to the two of you. Honestly, just take the top two positions and you're all set.
That's a good idea. If we take the current organization and break them into regiments... Ooh.
Stop with the creepy laugh.
Don't worry, I don't do it in front of anyone else. You'd do so much better in life if you just learned how to have an outside persona.
Not having a facade is one of Karn's better qualities. Although it wouldn't hurt you to learn to have one so you wouldn't get written up so much.
What did we just see?
Major General Fubuki. And Karin, right? And Aunt Alice? Oh, right, she was your aunt. The three of them were childhood friends. That brought back some memories. Funny, I had forgotten the color of Karin's hair back then. Now it's completely different from Luca's.
That's right. It's a pretty rare phenomenon. So it may have something to do with my brother's powers. That looked like it was from when Alice first entered the Force. That would make it over 20 years ago.
If this was a brain field, then I guess it would make sense for it to be affected by someone's memories or emotions.
I'm not entirely sure what that was. But first we should figure out how to get out of here. Staying here won't help. Let's see what's up ahead.
This one's stronger than the rest. Fall back and regroup. Are you all right?
Yeah. Well, thank you for saving me.
Keep your guard up, idiot.
You're right. Sorry. How many times have you saved me now?
Nobody's counting.
Are you two okay? Good. Looks like you're all right.
Yeah, this idiot just messed up again. I handled it.
There's the tough act again. You need to take better care of yourself. You're hurt.
What? I'm sorry. You got hurt because of me. Let me take a look.
It's just a scratch. Alice is tired. Stay with her, Fubuki. I'm gonna check on the remaining teams. We'll need to regroup the platoon if we're gonna kill that other.
Hey, Karin!
It's gone.
That one also had to do with Karin. This field. Maybe it's something he generated.
To prevent anyone from getting close to where he's sleeping?
Even if that were the case, why show us these memories? I'd think he would rather keep them secret.
I agree. My brother doesn't talk about himself much, nor does he like to.
The memories are probably mixed in subconsciously.
Where are we now? Doesn't seem like we're any closer.
Just look at the size of this place. How are they generating something so huge? This brain field feels much larger than what a single psionic should be able to generate.
Huh?
What is that?
Seems like we finally got it. Do you think it's just a coincidence that the other we saw from his memory appeared?
I heard that being inside a brain field for a long period of time will eventually manifest your emotions and memories.
That makes sense if Karin is the one who made this field. That memory where he protected Alice must be affecting things.
Then staying here any longer could be dangerous.
Yes, we should hurry. It seems like the field goes on further ahead.
Apparently, the extinction belt has dropped near the surface. This has never happened before.
With all these others around, this is turning out to be a tough mission.
What?
Karin!
What?
Alice? No. Alice, is that you?
Alice morphed into another after coming into contact with the extinction belt.
I had no idea the extinction belt could drop that low and close to the surface.
I've heard that it's a rare occurrence. I've never seen it drop that low myself.
Hey, notice anything about that other?
Yes. She was one of the ones who helped us fight alongside Naomi.
I see. So that other really was her. Did you guys meet Aunt Alice? I think she's supposed to be in Seiron's laboratory.
We just figured it out now ourselves. Alice has already passed away.
If that's true, then Karin used the red strings as soon as he found out about her death.
Which means my brother is after...
We'll know when we see him. There's no doubt that he's here.
I know everyone has a lot of questions, but don't forget what we came here to do. We're here to get his help.
What? Alice. I failed again. I'm tired of my own incompetence. I failed to save her. Again. This history is unnecessary. If Arahabaki was right, I can just start over from the beginning again. As many times as I need to. Use the red strings for Alice.
What was that? It's like Karin's thoughts were inside my head.
So him going back in time was to save Alice.
What does he mean by as many times as he needs to? And he mentioned something about Arahabaki.
Right. Even if he goes back to change the past, it doesn't necessarily mean Alice will be saved. The future is always uncertain. Once he determines he can't save her, he goes back to the past to change history all over again and repeats the process. So, he's going to keep jumping through time until Aunt Alice is saved?
Wait. He time traveled after that, right? But Alice is still dead at this time.
He went back to the past, but history hasn't changed. So he failed?
I've never seen my brother like that before. Do you think he'll listen to us?
Either way, he's our only lead. We have to get him to cooperate. Is that Karin? Or should we call him Yakumo?
He really was here. I guess he woke up from his cold sleep.
Wait, some kind of device is active here.
What? Yakumo? What's going on?
There are two Karens?
Why are you here? What is going on? Yeah, that's what I would like to know. I tried to travel back 2,000 years ago, but was rejected. What? Explain to me why the time travel failed. I helped you back at Arahabaki's secure site. However... you...
What are you talking about?
Hand over all of the information.
What? Did he just get absorbed? Looks like I was right to worry. That's what happens when you meet yourself.
I haven't the slightest clue of what's going on, but does this mean Karen failed to travel to the past?
What is this memory? So I do need his power after all. Now, what are you doing in this place?
We need your help to close the Kunad Gate. Please, help us.
We heard what you were saying. When you traveled 2,000 years in the past, you created an entanglement. The Kunad Gate won't close as long as the entanglement still exists. So we need you to come with us so we can unravel...
No!
How tedious.
I figured you'd resort to force.
I guess even you couldn't maintain the red strings with your power. That's why you needed to copy it again.
Don't bother resisting. I will obtain the red strings.
Where did you even learn about the red strings?
From Arahabaki. Or, more accurately, my own memory inside it. As you saw, we are one now.
So Yakumo was connected to it while in cold sleep? How could they incorporate a living human into Arahabaki?
Why are you so surprised? Do you know how many brains are living connections to Arahabaki?
So it was a biocomputer comprised of brains like Babe.
When our brains were being hacked at Arahabaki's secure site, and there was that weird brain field... It was all done by Yakumo. By you.
It seems that way. The version of me that was in cold sleep used Arahabaki to generate that brain field in order to conceal this location.
So you were connected to it from here, gathering all kinds of information over the last 2,000 years without anyone even knowing.
I understand why you want to time travel, but that'll just create another entanglement.
So what? I'll do whatever I have to do in order to time travel again.
Karen!
So you have no intention of helping us?
Just listen, please. I know you have your reasons, and I know there's a whole lot going on between New Himuka and the moon. But we can't fix anything if the world ends. We need to make things right. We need to create a new future that won't bring about our destruction.
This timeline isn't worth saving. I will change the past, and I will make it work this time.
I understand that you want to save Alice, but that...
I don't need you to understand. You will help me, even if I must break you to obtain your aid!
No matter how much you use your power alone, all it takes for us to use the SAS.
We won't let you get away with this so easily. Please, just talk to us, Karin!
Shut up! You're all so endlessly annoying! What?
Karin?
Karin? What's going on?
I see. 2,000 years. No. Thousands of memories and hopes. Nothing more than stepping stones to me. You, this world, and still.
No way. Karin, is that you?
Here they come! No! Let's go, everyone! All right. We're winning back the future!
Karin, please do not stand up. You can't take any more.
Karin!
I won't let things end here!
What is this?
Everyone, be careful! Something's...
What?
I will never accept this world. How could I? I refuse to accept it!
I made it. Thank goodness.
Yuito.
You're always saving my life, so I thought I should probably return the favor.
Not like I was keeping track. But thank you. Yuito.
Let's do it.
I'm never going to stop. Next time I will not fail!
It's not just our power. It's all of our powers, working as a team, as one!
Our bonds give us strength!
Courage!
Not like this. If I lose here, it will all have been for nothing. I have but one wish in this world, and it is denied to me.
Give up. You fought and lost. We're done here.
You don't have to keep doing this, Karin.
Yes, I do. I can still...
Karin!
Out of my way, Fubuki!
Please! It's time to stop this. I never knew how much pain you bottled up inside.
Damn you.
Listen to me! Please, Karin. You've suffered long enough. I beg of you, put this burden down. Alice would never want you to torture yourself like this.
Shut up!
Karin, the world is cruel, but you have to find a way to live within it. This world without Alice. You just have to accept it. You must. We both do. Live on. Live for her.
Please, we need your help.
I'll ask you once again. Come to the Kronos terminal with us and unravel the entanglement.
I know the pain of never being able to see a loved one again, so I won't ask you to accept it willingly. But I can't let you have your way. I don't want to destroy the future of this world.
You went back to the past repeatedly, since no matter how hard you tried, you didn't get the result you wanted. Think of the people who care about you. End this for their sake.
Join us. Help us protect our future. Help us build a better tomorrow.
So this is what they mean by the end. Then, that leaves me with only one choice.
So you'll do it?
I'll grant you your wish. However, Are you sure you only want to close the Kunad Gate? You should have already realized its potential, Fubuki.
You mean Kaito Sumeragi's plan to have the Kunad Gate consume the Extinction Belt?
Oh, I see. We close the Kunad Gate, and at the same time take care of our other problem.
But the plan my brother spoke of isn't feasible. I can't move the Extinction Belt with just my power.
You mean our gravikinesis? He's right. Even with our combined efforts, we're not strong enough to do that.
Use Arahabaki.
If it's a biocomputer, then it might be possible to raise the cap of your powers by connecting your brains through the SAS.
It is possible. Arahabaki has spent centuries running simulations. There shouldn't be a problem.
You wanted to eradicate the Extinction Belt that turned Alice into an other as well.
Will Yuito and Kasane's brains be able to withstand the extra output from Arahabaki? It's too dangerous.
If there's even the slightest chance we can do it, we have to try.
If it's theoretically possible, it's worth testing.
Then let's get ready. We'll need to pull some strings in order to use Arahabaki. I'll look after Karin.
We should head to the Kunad Gate.
Does that make Karin my ancestor?
Yuito?
I'll be right there.
You're copying our powers, but only because we're letting you. Don't make me regret this, Karin.
Don't worry. I'll close the Kunad Gate.
Arahabaki is ready. Karin should be ready too.
We're gonna connect through the SAS to help you while operating the link with Arahabaki.
Kasane, Yuito, we got this.
We'll be supporting the two of you through the SAS as well. Let's all make this a success.
This is going to tax all of you, but we need your help. I just know everything is going to work out.
We can do it. We've been able to come this far because we've worked together.
I've finished connecting Arahabaki.
All right, let's start.
Opening SAS connection to Arahabaki.
So this is Arahabaki's...
Damn it! So much power!
Feels like I'm going to black out. The extinction belt. It's still not moving.
I have to find a way to control this power!
Just focus on the Extinction Belt. Give it your all. I'll take care of controlling Arahabaki. I've been connected to it for 2,000 years now.
All right then, do it!
Karin! We trust you.
If you want to save this world, then show me the strength of your resolve!
Kasane!
Yuito!
We've got movement! The extinction belt is getting sucked into the Kunad Gate like we planned!
Oh, wow. The extinction belt is fading away.
We did it. Thank you, Karen.
The extinction belt's no longer a threat. From here, we can go directly to the Kronos terminal.
Right.
Keep your focus on the red strings.
Now. Finally. The last one.
Hey!
Karen!
I can't give up. Not after all these years. I'll go to the past and find a timeline where Alice lives.
No! You can't!
Hold on!
I told you to show me the strength of your resolve. This time, I won't claim Yakumo's life. The final entanglement will be eliminated.
Karen, but that...
You're going to sacrifice your own life.
This is it. One last jump through time.
No, don't do this!
Karen! Karen,
What?
This is... the red strings. But how?
Alice. I'm sorry, Fubuki. Take care of her for me.
Where did he... What just happened?
Look! The Kunad Gate!
Beautiful.
Does that mean... we pulled it off?
The Kunad Gate no longer seems to exist. Karen.
Yeah.
That flood of red we saw everywhere. That was the red strings, wasn't it? Which means...
By traveling into the past, I wonder if we... changed the world for the better.
More than just the Kunad gate closing, you mean?
Oh. Sorry about zoning out there, guys. Not used to the sky being pretty. Good to go, Haruka?
I've been good to go for a while. Hurry up, Wataru.
We saved the world, didn't we?
We didn't just prevent the future apocalypse. We eliminated the extinction belt, too. Thanks to Karin. We won.
Yeah. He made a new future. All of us did.
It's beautiful. I wish you could see it.
Okay, so this is what we could find out.
We'll need to do a more thorough investigation, but most of it coincides with the history we know.
But there's...
Major General Fubuki, we've received several reports from all areas that the extinction belt has dissipated. And the Kunad Gate suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened here?
I'll send a detailed report later. First, we need to contact the New Himuka government.
Fubuki! You're here too?
Alice?
What? Why are you so startled? Oh, you're with them too, Hanabi?
What?
Alice. It's you. Wait. If you're here, then what about... Then... what about Karin?
Karin? I don't know him. Do I?
I was thinking of going to Kunad Highway tomorrow since it's ready. I'd be happy if you'd all join me.
About that next collaboration.
I don't really go for superstitious stuff like that.
Go on.
Ooh, let me guess.
Really
this has to do with
stuff.
stuff.
I'm going
How
to
did
the
you know
job.
Well, yeah. I gave it my all. Sure. I guess I'll join you.
Oh, Kasane!
You're finally here!
Sorry, am I late? It doesn't look like Major General Fubuki is here yet.
Ugh, who does he think he is, keeping me waiting? Whew, maybe I'll take a nap.
It's unfortunate that even though history was rewritten, Naomi and the others are still dead.
Yeah, but she found a reason to live. I have to accept it and live myself.
You are so strong. I have to keep working hard until I retire too.
That's so you. I knew I could count on you.
I guess people will say I'm a stick in the mud. Well, even if I've started to age, there should still be some time before my power starts to weaken. I plan to do all I can in the OSF until my superiors order me to retire. And after that...
You're going to help create the new system, right?
Yeah, Yuito said he wanted to change this country like I did. So I'm thinking I want to help him do that.
I see. He must be happy about your support. You should think about treating him to your cooking sometime. I bet your skills have improved.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty confident. I also expanded my repertoire. Although, I have to follow Naomi's recipes or ones I found on the cooking database. Besides, I started a new hobby. Tsugumi is teaching me how to garden.
Sounds like you're living life to the fullest. I'm sure you'll find even more hobbies at this rate. I guess you won't have anything to worry about when you finally retire.
That would be good. By the way, I heard you were participating in the Lunar Surface Survey project.
Yes, people are probably suffering there like my sister did.
I was surprised when I first heard, but a part of me also understood. It was so like you, something really outside the box. I can't even imagine what challenges are waiting for you, but I'm sure you'll be able to get through them.
Yes, I'm confident.
That's what I like to hear. Go follow your heart. I'll be watching over you from down here.
And I'll be watching over you from the moon. What are you going to do?
Me? I don't have any big plans. I'll just stay in the OSF and it'll be the same old, same old. I could just retire and sleep all day, but such a sudden lifestyle change sounds like a pain.
Because you're worried about Major General Fubuki?
Do you think I'd do something so illogical? Well, it's not like I don't plan to look in on him sometimes. I just don't want him to go messing around somewhere and have to go running to help him.
That sounds like worrying.
Well, you're free to interpret things that way if you want. Being stubborn will only expend needless energy. I want to increase the energy efficiency to coincide with Arashi version 2.1's official release. Now, if only I could put an end to keeping up that fake smile for the OSF's PR work. I want to go to the moon too.
You heard I was going to the moon?
Yeah, since I'm in charge of PR. Anyways, that's quite an idea, leaving Earth. I have trouble just leaving the house. However, that's an interesting viewpoint. I'm a little interested in space development, especially zero gravity. Just floating effortlessly and sipping soda out of a straw? That's the dream.
Even with version 2.1, you're still the same old Arashi.
Enough joking around, Kasane. You chose a pretty hard path. Just try your best and promise you'll come back safely.
Okay, I promise. So will you be updated to your next version by the time I come back?
I didn't even think about it, but that's possible. I don't know what the future holds. Well, let's just say you'll have to wait and see when you come back.
You were worried about losing your power. Has anything changed?
There's no change currently. Though I am sure that, like Yuito, the possibility of losing my power is still present. I don't feel as uneasy or impatient as I did before, though. And I did have you to listen to me. I'll do what I can now. I'll fulfill my duty as an OSF soldier and slowly change this country.
A country where being a dud isn't a disadvantage.
Yes. Think of it as an offering to my brother's memory. I was suffering in secret, just like my brother. Worrying about what could happen because I was a dud.
Should I say condolences about Karen? I haven't been able to really accept what's happened yet.
Me neither. I'm still coming to terms with this new world. It's such a strange feeling. We're the only ones left from before the timeline change.
You're right. The entire world changed without us. That's not something that happens every day.
I once said that my brother is possessed by powers. Perhaps in the end, my brother was manipulated by the tremendous power of the red strings. Or perhaps my brother was happy to fulfill his wish using that power.
I don't know, but he probably doesn't have any regrets. He doesn't seem like the type.
Yes, that is how he was.
I won't forget about Karen.
Thank you.
You know a lot about Seiran City, right, Kasane? We should go sometime. I want to learn about cities other than Suo. Like what kind of people live there and the lives they lead.
Sure. I don't know too much, but I can show you around.
Thanks. So, when would be good? We should probably do it soon.
Why?
Well, I heard that you're joining the project that's going to the moon.
Then you know. The planning and preparations will take time, so it's not like I'm leaving right away.
I realized that you were going somewhere, but I didn't think it'd be the moon. I was just so surprised how far ahead you're thinking. I think it's a really amazing decision.
It's not that amazing. I'm just doing what I want to.
That's what makes it amazing. I mean, we're talking about the moon. It's really far away.
Do you think it's reckless?
No. I already told you before. I'll always have your back, no matter what path you decide to take. I mean, we're friends. Distance doesn't matter between friends, even if it's from the Earth to the moon.
Thank you. I feel so much better knowing that you're cheering me on from Earth. And I'll be cheering you on from the moon. I know you'll be able to tell Yuito how you...
Ah! Don't say it out loud!
Really? I think it's important. Anyway, good luck.
Yeah, but if you say you're going to be cheering me on from the moon, I'll get embarrassed every time I look up at it.
You're strange, Hanabi.
What? That goes for you too. I bet there are plants I've never seen on the moon too.
That's probably true, but why? Are you planning to go to the moon?
No, you. I heard you were going to the moon.
Oh, so you knew. Not right away, but that's my plan.
So, it's true.
I won't be able to have tea and talk with you face to face once it happens.
Can I ask why?
Did you hear about metamorphosis happening on the moon? If people there are suffering like Naomi, I don't want to idly watch from the sidelines.
I actually thought I wanted to go to the moon too. But when I talked to Kaguro about it, he told me absolutely not.
He really cares about you. I'm sure he's just worried.
Yeah. But this whole time, I had regrets. I was shocked when Naomi transformed in front of me. I couldn't do anything. It's not like me going would change anything, and a change in environment really makes me anxious. But still...
Still, you wanted to go to the moon to help someone.
Yes. Besides, I'm also interested in moon vegetation.
If you're serious about it, then you'll be able to convince Kaguro. Besides, it'd be reassuring to have you come with me. It was so easy when we teamed up for my first training exercise back when I joined the OSF.
Yes, it was easy for me too, because you were so confident for a rookie. I'm going to try to convince Kaguro. I mean, I don't really need to. He should understand once he realizes I'm serious.
Yes. Let's go together. I'll help you collect moon plants.
That would be great.
Well, I'm destined to go to prison. At least I'll have work to absorb me until then.
Yeah, you should make up for what you did.
I'm prepared for that. Anyway, I hear you're going to the moon?
Yes. I suppose the moon is your home. Do you want to go back?
I don't think so. That feeling is gone.
So, you don't have any connection to it now?
That's complicated too. I linger over it sometimes. Like, I want to know what happened to my family. I know they're not alive anymore. There might not even be any trace of them. Even so, I want some clue. Maybe I want to see what kind of lives the two of them led, and what the moon is like now.
Then you should come to the moon too.
And abandon the responsibility of what I did here? I can't do that. That's too selfish.
You can come after you pay for your crimes. I'd feel reassured if I knew you were coming eventually.
That's unexpected. Do you really rely on me that much?
No, I just think Shin Daniel's knowledge would be useful. So, I'll be waiting for you on the moon.
You can be surprisingly kind sometimes. I hope my Tsugumi grew up to be like that.
Your Tsugumi?
Oh, right, I didn't tell you. Don't tell anyone. It's awkward. My daughter's name is Tsugumi. Her hair was a lot like yours.
I see. That's why you were so pushy about our date.
I always wanted to go somewhere with my daughter when she was grown. Well, the only part of you that's like her is your hair. Because I'm sure my daughter grew up to be a much kinder, stronger, smarter, and well-behaved individual.
Like our Tsugumi?
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I was first drawn by her name, but that was just the start. I know she's not my daughter. I like our Tsugumi for who she is. She's a really good girl.
She'd be glad to know that. So, what are you going to do? Are you coming to the moon?
I think I'll leave the preliminary surveying to you while I do my time. That's not too much to ask, is it?
Fine, but I'll put you to work when you finally get there.
I heard you were going to the moon.
Yes, that's right.
How selfish. I'll be glad to have you gone. You've had me running all over the place.
What are you going to do, Shiden?
Don't ask questions you know the answer to. I'm staying in the OSF, so they have to recognize my strength.
I thought you'd stopped worrying about what other people think.
I'm not worried about what other people think. I want to have more of a voice in the OSF. The fighting between Seiran and Suo hasn't completely died down yet. The cities will need to continue improving their relationship. I don't want bloodthirsty idiots who don't know anything giving me orders.
Wow, you surprisingly put some thought into this. I figured you were only interested in making yourself stronger.
Of course I still want to be stronger, but that won't be enough to beat you. I thought you were like me, but then you said you wanted to go to the moon. I've started to look at the big picture as well as the future because I don't want to lose to you.
That wasn't my intention, but it's good to have a broad perspective. Besides, you might finally gain the composure you need to lead a platoon.
You're looking down on me again. Ah, well, you should know that I'm going to beat you one of these days. Maybe not now, but one day. So you can't just leave without a rematch.
Okay, we'll meet again.
I didn't say I wanted to see you, but I'm also not saying I don't.
However, I think the moon is the best place for my knowledge to be put to use.
Because you have Dr. Pope's knowledge?
Yes. Also, Dr. Pope was from there. I hope I can use this knowledge to help the moon. These memories have given me a hard time, but if they can be of use, maybe they're worth it to pay my debts.
Debts? It brought you so much grief. I think it'll be good to get revenge on the moon.
Yes, but one of the reasons I was born was to carry on these memories. Also, lately I've started thinking that Dr. Pope's memories are a part of me too. Maybe I've had a change of heart.
I see. I'm glad.
It's thanks to you that I could think this way. Thank you for giving me a chance at a second life.
You chose this life yourself. It's not like I created it for you.
If you hadn't faced the Togetsu remnants with me, I'm sure I would still be a prisoner to my past. So I wanted to repay you. I mean, this is what I really wanted. I don't know if I'll get permission since I used to be a Togetsu spy. I put in a request to join the Lunar Surface Survey Project. If they allow me, I'll be able to look after you.
I can take care of myself. No, I might have you help me with something other than cooking if you want.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I'll be sure to bring you plenty of charms.
Sorry for keeping everyone waiting.
When's the last time everyone got together like this? I'm glad to see nobody's changed.
It hasn't been that long. I've been so busy I actually lost track of time. Man, I need a break.
That makes sense since you've had to deal with the media every day. Seriously, good work.
It appears there hasn't been much change with the others in this area.
While new others haven't appeared since the extinction belt dissipated, it's not like the ones already here just suddenly went away.
Yeah, looks like I won't be retiring anytime soon.
That's right. We need to keep protecting everyone.
I heard they're going to change the other reports to a system that tracks them on the surface.
It looks like things are going to start changing around here, little by little.
All right, let's do what we came here to do. That should do it. I want to thank everyone for coming today to honor him.
So we're the only ones who remember Karin.
The world changed, but we weren't affected by it.
Erasing his own existence like that? I never would have thought he had it in him.
Maybe it was the price to change the world the way he desired. Although I'm sure he doesn't look at it as paying a price. Why do you have to go off and make me an only child?
He will exist as long as we remember him. We know that he was here in this world.
Yes.
Well, are you guys ready to head home?
I wouldn't mind taking out a few others around here on our way out.
Such the diligent soldier. Who in their right mind asks to do more work?
Kasane. I heard that you're leaving. That you're going to the moon.
Yes. It's something I've been thinking of ever since we heard about it in Togetsu. If the people there are suffering from metamorphosis, then there might be something I can do to help them. What if we can control the other particles by using New Himuka's metamorphosis technology? Wouldn't that be ironic?
I'm glad to hear a lot of people will be helping you. Honestly, I half expected you to try to do it alone.
I would if I had to. It won't be a problem. Even if I'm alone.
Yeah, you're right. We're alone. Maybe that's just part of being alive. But we're still connected. No matter how far we go.
Yuito, what'll you do now?
I figure I'll stay in the OSF a little bit longer. After that... who can say? I'd like to make a society where powers don't decide your fate. And I need to deal with my family's... actions. Changing the world is definitely a tall order. I know it'll take more than just talk.
Don't forget, we saved the world. We already did the hard part. That's why. It's up to you to protect this place.
Right. I've got this.